And welcome on in, Wager Weekly, for a week 8 in the NFL. Paul Nolan, Damon Roberts with you, breaking down some of your games on your Sunday card. We're going to go right to Sunday night, 277, 278. Chicago on the road to L.A. This game opens 8.5. Still a solid 8.5. The Chargers 8.5 at home. Your totals creeped up, though. Opened 44, now up to 46.5. Paul Nolan, you look at the last time the Chargers have beaten anybody by more than 7 points. Well, you got to go back 9 games to find it, but yet here they are, almost a 9-point favorite. Speaking of 9 games, they're almost a 9-point favorite. 8.5 here. Chargers don't blow anybody out recently, Paul Nolan. This is a pretty big number, even at home. What do you see here?
You know what? When you see two teams that are just so bad defensively, the instinct for the public is going to say, let's go over in this game. But I don't like the over here at all. When two bad defenses play at the same time, when they're both giving up 24 points or more per game, you just see the under just constantly coming in these games because the line's inflated. Based on my metrics and my numbers, based on EPAs and based on my, all my data, with my numbers, I had this total at 42.5. We're seeing some 45s out there. For me, I just don't see. Let me see what the updated line is right now because I don't want to give misinformation at this point.
46 and a half.
And there was some 48s earlier in the week. So this was a phenomenal value early in the week. When I saw the number, I was stunned. But 46.5 to the under on this one, I think is a great value when you consider the fact that what we saw from Tyler Bajan, a kid who I'd mentioned last year, I got to see him a lot at Shepherd because my nephew played there. Kid was a stud. And, he comes from a alpha dog family. And you can see the kid had the ability to keep the offense on schedule without trying to do too much. And I just don't see him trying to be overconfident in this game. I just don't see him getting cocky or arrogant. I could see him just trying to facilitate the offense in the most simplest way. And I wouldn't be surprised we see both of these teams doing everything in their power to kind of, grind this clock out. It's one of the reasons why I'm leaning Bears as well. But I have a lot more confidence in this under because I think with this secondary coming back to health for the Bears, there's some misnomers about the defense in general because I think this defense is going to get better as it goes on. When you add some legit cover corners and a safety back to a defense, it changes the way you're allowed to attack the quarterback. And I really wouldn't be surprised. Herbert doesn't look right to me. This offense doesn't look right to me. When Herbert doesn't have all his toys and weapons, he's not the same quarterback. Under 46.5 seems like a super strong play to me. So I really strongly suggest it. I know a lot of people don't like unders, but I really like this one.
All right, under 46.5, game 277, 278, Chicago and the Chargers, Sunday Night Football, 8:20 on Sunday night. Paul Nolan likes the under 46.5 for a week 8 right here in the NFL at wagerweekly.com.